Blackhead prevention begins with patience, not pressure. Blackheads form when oil, dead skin cells, and tiny bits of everyday debris collect inside a pore, and the top of that plug darkens after exposure to air. They are not a sign that someone is dirty, and they usually do not improve when the skin is scrubbed harshly. In many cases, rough treatment only leaves the skin more irritated, more reactive, and harder to manage. A calm routine usually works better than an aggressive one. Wash the face gently in the morning and again at night with a mild cleanser and lukewarm water. Avoid very hot water, rough scrubs, harsh brushes, and the urge to attack the skin as if it were a stain that can be polished away. If makeup, sunscreen, sweat, or daily buildup is still on the skin at the end of the day, remove it properly before bed. Lightweight, water-based, or non-comedogenic products are often a better choice for skin that clogs easily, especially around the nose, chin, forehead, and jawline. Moisturizer still matters, even when skin feels oily, because skin that feels stripped and uncomfortable can become more reactive. If the skin tolerates it, salicylic acid may help loosen clogged material inside pores, and adapalene may help keep pores from becoming blocked over time. The important thing is to start slowly and stay steady, instead of trying too much too fast. Squeezing blackheads with fingernails or tools may feel productive for a moment, but it often leads to irritation, lingering marks, and a cycle of touching the face that creates more trouble than progress. Hair oils, pomades, and heavy styling products can also quietly contribute to clogged pores around the forehead and temples, so it helps to keep those products away from facial skin whenever possible. Pillowcases, hats, and phone screens do not need to become a source of anxiety, but keeping them reasonably clean supports a better environment for the skin. Prevention is not about perfection. It is about making pores less likely to clog, keeping the skin barrier calmer, and choosing a routine gentle enough to keep doing for months. And now, with that practical skin advice folded away neatly like a clean towel in a bathroom cabinet, let us move into the longer, warmer, and much more cheerful part of the afternoon, where instead of cleansers, cotton pads, and magnifying mirrors, we find ourselves in a small American town full of paper name tags, folding chairs, casserole dishes, raffle baskets, pie plates, and one retired gentleman who only wanted a quiet Saturday, but somehow became the unexpected ringmaster of the most ridiculous senior center misunderstanding in recent memory. In the town of Willow Bend, Missouri, 75-year-old Franklin Dorsy believed the world would function much better if people respected four simple things: clocks, labels, coffee, and the correct lid for every plastic container. Franklin had retired from the county records office after 42 years of deeds, maps, receipts, folders, and explaining to impatient citizens that a missing form did not become less missing because they were upset about it. He liked order. He liked routine. He liked weather forecasts that did not behave theatrically, and chairs that understood the value of silence. He lived alone in a pale gray house with blue shutters, a screened porch, and a detached garage so neatly arranged that neighborhood children once asked whether the shovels were alphabetized. His wife, June, had died 6 years earlier. Since then, he had arranged his days with the careful logic of a man who understood that routine can hold grief in place without letting it spill everywhere. Coffee at 6, newspaper at 6:15, breakfast at 7, a short walk at 8 if the weather was not trying to make a point, lunch at noon, a nap at 1:30, which he called horizontal judgment, supper at 5:30, dishes at 6, porch by 6:30, bed at 10. It was a manageable life, quiet, respectable, predictable in a way that made the hours feel tidy. Yet, some evenings, especially in autumn, when the rooms darkened too early and the house seemed to listen back at him. The quiet grew just a little too large. The greatest threat to that quiet was his longtime neighbor, Loretta Cain. Loretta was 71, energetic, cheerful, and powered by the exact kind of volunteer spirit that made sensible people suddenly remember they had somewhere else to be. She wore bright cardigans, practical shoes, and reading glasses on a gold chain that made her look as though she could relabel a dessert table, organize a coat drive, and recruit 3 unwilling helpers before anyone else found the stapler. She chaired the activities board at the Willow Bend Senior Center, helped run the church bake auction, co-managed the holiday toy drive, and believed with glowing sincerity that every retired person in town had hidden talents just waiting to be dragged into public service. On a bright Thursday morning in late October, Franklin was sitting on his porch with a mug of coffee and half a slice of walnut cake when Loretta came up the walkway carrying a covered casserole dish and a thick yellow folder. Franklin looked at the folder and said, "No." Loretta stopped on the first step. "You haven't even heard the request. You have paperwork. I also have chicken rice casserole. That makes it worse. That means I came prepared." "For what?" "For resistance." Franklin leaned back in his chair. "Then at least one of us entered this honestly." Loretta climbed the steps anyway, set the casserole on the table, and sat down without invitation. "The Silver Pines Autumn Mixer has a problem," she said. Franklin closed his eyes for one brief second. The Silver Pines Autumn Mixer was the annual senior center event involving coffee, desserts, games, music, raffle baskets, and enough folding chairs to suggest either fellowship or witness testimony. "What sort of problem?" he asked. The host canceled. "Why?" "His grandson has a marching band competition in Springfield." "That sounds legitimate." He also said he was not really a microphone person. Franklin nodded. "That sounds wise." Loretta ignored him. "So naturally I thought of you." "Why would you do that?" "Because you speak clearly, people trust you, and you are funny." He stared at her. "I am not funny. You are after 70. Dry counts. I worked in county records. You spent 40 years explaining official reality to unofficial people. That is basically performance." "That is not performance. That is administration with consequences. You do not need to perform. Just welcome people, introduce the activities, announce the prizes, and keep the afternoon moving." "That sounds like work wearing polite shoes." "That sounds like community." "That sounds like a trap with punch." She smiled. "You'll be good. I'll be reluctant. That is not a gift. It should be." She tapped the folder. "I may already have written your name in pencil." Franklin looked at the casserole. "You volunteered me before asking?" "In pencil," she said. "I'm not reckless." "No," he replied. "Just efficient in a way that weakens democracy. The mixer is Saturday at 2. And if I refuse, I'll tell everyone you were intimidated by a microphone and decorative scarecrows. Those are not equal threats. Together they are a believable story." So that was how Franklin Dorsy, retired clerk and defender of quiet Saturdays, became the emergency host of the Silver Pines Autumn Mixer. For the next 2 days, he prepared as if he were mediating a treaty between hostile pie factions. He found his brown blazer, the one reserved for funerals, anniversary dinners, and any restaurant where the napkins arrived folded like architecture. He polished his loafers. He wrote note cards. Then he rewrote them. Then he made backup note cards because the first set looked, in his words, dangerously optimistic. On Friday morning, his daughter, Beth, called from Tulsa. "Dad," Loretta told Mrs. Hanley. Mrs. Hanley told Aunt Carol, and Aunt Carol told me you're hosting the senior center mixer. Loretta should not have access to communication systems, Franklin said. Beth laughed. You'll do great. I have 5 note cards. That means you care. I have backup note cards. That means you're still exactly yourself. I also practiced pronouncing the accordion player's name. That means you're prepared. He practiced in the hallway mirror. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Silver Pines Autumn Mixer. Too stiff. Hello, friends. Too sentimental. It's wonderful to see you all. Unverified, and therefore irresponsible. By the 4th attempt, he had thanked the umbrella stand, nodded at the thermostat, and introduced himself twice to the coat rack. At that point, he decided rehearsal had become undignified. Saturday arrived, crisp and sunny. The senior center hall had been decorated in what Loretta plainly considered seasonal charm and what Franklin privately viewed as autumn under administrative supervision. Orange paper leaves hung from the ceiling. Mason jars with battery candles sat on every table beside tiny pumpkins and bowls of wrapped peppermints. A long refreshment table at the back held sheet cake, lemon bars, brownies, cookies, fudge, mini sandwiches, and enough coffee to restart a small municipality. The room filled early. Retirees in cardigans and sport coats took seats with paper cups and opinions already in progress. 2 widowers near the coffee urn were discussing blood pressure medication with the tactical seriousness of wartime logistics. A widow in lilac had stationed herself beside the dessert table in a posture that suggested she expected developments and planned to survive them. Loretta met Franklin at the entrance. "You're late. I'm 8 minutes early." "That's socially late." "That is mathematically false." "You look distinguished." "You look dangerous." "That's because I'm prepared." "That is exactly what worries me." She handed him a microphone and a schedule card. "Welcome, memory challenge, refreshments, talent segment, raffle, closing remarks." He glanced down. "What is the memory challenge?" "A little fun. That phrase should be monitored." Then she vanished. Franklin stepped to the front. The microphone squealed sharply. Half the room jumped. "Well," he said, "that certainly reduced the need for a subtle beginning." The room laughed. "Interesting," he thought. He adjusted the microphone. "Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Silver Pines Autumn Mixer, the only event in Willow Bend where you can drink coffee, win homemade preserves, and silently judge decorative gourds without legal consequences." The laughter came warm and immediate.